What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Starcraft 2. I am Zoronden, and you are tuned in to this match, because I already said Starcraft 2. Anyways, guys, let's check out today's combatants. Coming in the top right corner, BabyKnight knows how to say it. It is barcodes, the red Zerg. So I'm probably going to call him Zerg or Red, one of the two, because I, or barcodes is a weird thing to say. Anyways, the reason I chose this game is because of this guy down here in the bottom left corner, the blue Protoss, a BabyKnight. So we should have a good matchup here between BabyKnight and Red player, and hopefully entertaining for everybody in the stead. Go ahead and bring up that production tab as well for you, and we'll get down to the dirty nitty grit of this fight. And in the meantime, it is BlizzCon week. Yes, it is. I am super excited. I am probably releasing this on the Wednesday before BlizzCon, so 2 days before BlizzCon. Really excited myself because I, of course, am attending BlizzCon. Oh yeah, first time ever. Super excited about that. Hopefully, I'm going to meet Day 9, Husky Starcraft, any of those other guys, maybe Total Biscuit as well. And check out some of the Starcraft stuff for you guys, as well as Hearthstone. Heroes of the Storm, which I think is going to be Blizzard All-Stars or Blizzard Dota, as well as Diablo 3 stuff, World of Warcraft stuff, all that stuff I'm going to check out. Hearthstone as well, I don't know if I said that or not, but really excited to check all that stuff out. Really excited to get my goodie bag. I will be doing a small featurette on my items from BlizzCon once I have them all in game, so that'll probably be early next week. At some point. That, of course, does include, I believe, some wings for Diablo. I'm not sure about that one, but definitely a banner. Some profile icons for StarCraft 2 that look fairly cool. A in-game mini-pet for World of Warcraft that's a little Diablo Crusader Murloc guy. He looks pretty cool. And a mystery card for Hearthstone. I don't know yet if that is a specific set BlizzCon card or if it's kind of like, here's a random legendary, but the card does appear to be a legendary. So I'm super excited to find out what that is and to dig into that goodie bag. I'll do a little featurette on what I got in the goodie bag as well. I might do that while I'm at BlizzCon one of the evenings, so I'll let you know on that one. I don't know if you get the goodie bag when you pick up your tickets, so I might be able to bring that goodie bag video to you on Thursday. So we'll see about that. We do fly out Thursday. There are 3 of us going, and I will have a vlog for you Thursday, just at least to say, hey, we're in California, we got our tickets, I'll show you my tickets, that kind of stuff. This is a crazy rush going on by BabyKnight that I've totally been ignoring down here. Massive amounts of drones brought down by Red player, and I'm going to stop talking about BlizzCon and talk about this match because things are rolling here. A few cancels coming down, but we are going to have at least one cannon finishing for BabyKnight. It is going to lose the pylon, though, for it fairly soon. However, if these 2 cannons can focus on the Zerglings there, the Zerglings are gone. It's going to extremely slow down the damage coming in here. Now this cannon just needs to try and do as much damage as it can before the pylon falls. Unfortunately, it should have been attacking the drones on the pylon, not at the cannon, because he could have stayed and killed a few more drones probably. But a fairly successful attack by BabyKnight. He only let 3 structures finish, which was really smart. A lot of those structures on the outside took a lot of the brunt of that initial wave of attack damage, and then he canceled them, recouping almost all his losses. So a really effective and smart cannon rush. He didn't continue to do it. He didn't run up here and try to do it. He just took advantage of the natural when he could, where he could, and some very smart play. In the meantime, there are 4 Zergling coming across the map. That's not going to be very much of anything against BabyKnight right now. Mind you, those Zergling can get up here and attack this drone line, but it's not going to be that much danger, simply because 4 Zerglings is super weak. In fact, one of the Zergling may die here from this cannon. Ooh, and with that last second Cybercore thrown down there, that did actually create a full wall off since the probe is sitting in the gap there, and it did indeed. Kind of a last minute save there. That was very clutch by BabyKnight. Does he have he has 1 gateway? Wow, just 1 gateway for now. Really just kind of hoping that he has the economy lead after that attack, knowing that he's got an early expansion in comparison to what kind of normally happens. Red here is obviously taken a lot of drone losses, has no gas. Wait a minute. What is he doing? Wow, we're almost 6.5 minutes in. No gas, no other structures, just sitting on pools right now. I think he's just really heavily droning up, trying to repair from those early losses he has. There he is going to grab one of his gases. We'll see if he grabs any more. Yes, he indeed is going to grab one more there. So not terribly far behind that. That attack, I think, just threw him off a little bit. So now he's kind of reeling, figuring out where he's supposed to be, getting back into the game and the swing of things. Mothership Corp coming out for BabyKnight. Gonna scoot around the map. Do have the typical Zealot in his little slot, manning the base. Little Proby getting attacked by a few Zergling here, and actually a nice little block down by BabyKnight. Both players currently supply blocked. Check that out. BabyKnight no longer though, and looks like Red lost somebody. I don't know. His count was at 44. It went down, probably because he threw down a building. What am I saying? Of course, it's because he threw down a building somewhere. What does that mean? He's building. He's building another gas extractor. So no Evo chambers, no roaches, no sign of any of that just yet. We do now have a lair on the way though, so that is definitely going to be some teching for Red. We may see some early lair units coming out. We'll keep an eye on that. Mothership Core gonna get, oh, not gonna get a freezer. Thought he might get that. Those Zergling just a little too fast. No speedling upgrade yet, not even on the way. We do have a Roach Warren on the way though, and I think that's kind of desperately needed for Red at the moment, kind of diversify his army. Luckily, BabyKnight has been worrying about his economy and teching up. He is grabbing just 2 gateways, actually. That is a Twilight Council. So he's just teching up right now, getting some upgrades, getting a base unit. So really both players in the meantime, just kind of working on their economies. Not a ton of action going on, and we'll keep an eye on that. Both players just kind of sitting on their sides of the map for now. We do have a third coming down for BabyKnight right now, keeping match with Red, really. It's quite impressive the expansions BabyKnight is able to be throwing down here, and just stroke for stroke keeping pace with Red here. I keep trying to say his name, forgetting he doesn't have one, looking at the barcode, realizing that's not a name, and then I'm like, what do I call him? And then I remember I'm calling him Red, and oh my gosh, it's confusing. I don't do barcode games typically. If I can avoid barcode games, I tend to skip them. But I saw BabyKnight in the list today. Really wanted to cast him, and the only other BabyKnight game I saw was a 45-minute game, which honestly I don't cast 45-minute games very often. I'll do it once in a while if it's really good or if a fan sends me it in and it's worth doing. But most of the time, 45-minute games just really stale, and or they stalemate, they get stale, and they can be very bland. So you really got to get into the pro leagues to get a good 45-minute game, and it's hard to get everybody to watch 45-minute games on YouTube. I find the 20 to 25-minute games are perfect, and sometimes I try to ignore the times, or I'll grab 5 or 6 games of varying times, so I don't necessarily know how long a game is that I'm casting. So occasionally I'll do a bit longer ones, but not going to do a 45-minute one today. That was my decision. Don't really have the time, frankly, today. Getting everything ready for BlizzCon, packing, that kind of stuff, and trying to still do this, still trying to make a movie, that kind of stuff. And, ooh, Overseer, not quite going to get taken out. He did. Where'd that changeling at? Is it over there? Oh, I forgot how to end. Delete. There it is. Yes, indeed. Tricky little changeling hiding right there. I mean, that is one of the most incredible placements of dropping a changeling I think I've ever seen. Other than, like, maybe up here, but I don't think you can actually put one up there. That does not look like a possible landing point. Wait. Oh, my gosh, it's the grass. I thought these guys were just straight up cloaked for a second. I was like, what? Those can't... Zerg can't do that. This is an incredible swarm, though, by Zerg. Red Zerg here has over a 50 food point lead on BabyKnight. And Zergling, though, going to bump at that door. Not going to be able to enter much into there. Quite a few sentries over here. They may want to throw down some protected force fields. There they go. Nice. Very nice. Going to pot shot off the Marines or the Zergling that are chopped up top. No Marines in this game. This is not a Terran matchup. Oh, that Forge, though, it is going to... Oh, it did finish the upgrade. No upgrade canceled or sniped there. A few Zerglings are going to start sneaking in. A nice force field to block that off. The Roaches, though, are going through these buildings so quick. Serious damage coming down. The Photonic Overcharge does go down. BabyKnight going to maybe try and hold this off a little longer. Looks like he's shooting his own building. He is not. He was shooting Zergling. So many Roaches. They really just need to get in there and snipe that base off before it does too much damage. A time bomb going down there. Very effective use of that. Oh, and they're pinched in. Some Immortals and some Stalkers come in. Some nice force fields dividing up that Roach army. The Roach army has to pull back. It is actually going up the ramp into the main processing unit line of BabyKnight. Oh, and a ton of Zealots going to reinforce the army here. Unfortunately, they're kind of massively outnumbered right now. And these probes need to move. They're in serious trouble here. Roach is really trying to maximize their damage as they know they're going to get picked off. Trying to get as many probe kills as he can. A few Zealots getting sniped off there as well. Stalkers continuing to chase down these Roaches, and overwhelming numbers of Stalkers right now. These Roaches, a couple Zergling and some Roaches. Reinforcements actually streaming in for Red, continuing to do damage here to BabyKnight. And no attacks going off on Red's base at the moment. You can look up north on the minimap. Nothing going on there. Oh, a great trap force field by BabyKnight, trapping those Roaches in there, and he's going to start sniping those guys off. Those are all doomed. In the meantime, there's a few Roaches going to move over here to the third, actually, and try and do some damage. The main Roach, or the remaining Roaches in the main have been removed. And there's a few Roaches in here trying to snipe off that Robo Bay. They do get that. They're going to try and get out of here now. Ooh, and a few more are going to get trapped. This Immortal going to work. The Roach is trying to desperately take anything out. They're going to take absolutely anything out, though. And the Stalkers continuing to massacre this massive Roach army that seemed like it was poised to take the game. And BabyKnight managing a great last-minute save. Unfortunately, his economy has been massively punched in the gut right now. He needs to take advantage while Red is on the run and push in. A nice blink there into those Hydralisks. So squiffy Hydralisks before they have any speed upgrades, anything like that. While they're off the creep, some great force fields to take out those Hydralisks as well. Few reinforcements coming in for BabyKnight. Is he going to be able to roll over Red here and take this match? Red has had a food count lead for a considerable amount of time right now. And he's going to roll up here into this third and is very vulnerable. A bunch of Roaches actually just left. And I don't know if Red has an answer to this army right now. This force field is just doing such a good job, and he's got so many sentries. How many sentries are we sitting on? 16 sentries. I have not seen that many sentries in a very, very long time. In fact, I don't think I've seen that many sentries since a sentry mono battle. So we're seeing an insane amount of sentries. I do see a massive Red stream of units running across the map. Looks like Red may be going in for a base trade, but a recall goes down, and this is going to be bad for Red. He needs to pull back. Not going to be able to take on this force here. And BabyKnight, I think, pretty much knows it. He's not going to probably win in a base race, but in this race, he will definitely win. And great force fields yet again, dividing that Zerg army, and just picking them off left and right, just decimating Red in those last few battles. And that's really the difference. Great force fielding by BabyKnight. BabyKnight takes it. Red GG's out. Congrats to BabyKnight. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for the week for StarCraft. I know it's only one game this week, but I do have BlizzCon coming up, and I'm not going to be able to record anything for you for Thursday. So that's going to do it, guys. I will be vlogging at BlizzCon. I hope you're excited. I'm way more excited than you are, probably. But, yeah. So stay tuned for that, guys. I have been Zoronden. Please do thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the other side.